Hey guys, what is going on? I'm just chilling in my garage here, and I have my Xmax, Yamaha Xmax 300 behind me, and I wanted to do this video and kind of talk to you guys about why I personally chose to go with a MAXI scooter. And the reason why I'm doing this is because throughout the last 3 or so years, I've had actually quite a few scooters ranging from little 50cc's to 150s and even a couple of MAXI scooters. And then just about two and a half months ago, I had actually 3 scooters in my garage, and I ended up selling those and just getting a MAXI scooter, my Yamaha here. So I just want to kind of share my thoughts and opinions in regards to what's it like having a MAXI scooter versus your traditional step-through scooters, and why I decided to go with a MAXI as my daily rider, and why I actually intend to keep it. So I'm actually gonna go out for a little ride. I'll put on my jacket, get some equipment on me, and then I'll talk to you guys in just a little bit. Hey guys, what is going on? So I made it to this really nice state park in my area, and I'm just going to continue this video and tell you guys why I ended up choosing a MAXI scooter and why I completely fell in love with one. So to kind of put things in perspective and give you guys a little background, I started riding scooters about 3.5 years ago, and then in those 3.5 years, up until about a year ago, all I had were your traditional step-through design scooters. I had a few 50cc's, I had a couple of 125cc's, a couple of 150cc's, and even a couple of 200cc scooters. And about a year ago or so, I found about this MAXI scooter category. I really didn't know much about scooters, to be quite honest, and I learned about the fact that there are these scooters. They're called MAXI scooters. They're basically a bigger, more capable version of your traditional scooter. And I did some research and found out that in the United States there are a couple of different options that you can choose from. One of them, which was this Yamaha Xmax, which is by far one of my favorite vehicles that I've actually been on. So when I had my little 50s, the first 50 I had was actually a genuine roughhouse 50cc. It was a 2-stroke scooter. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. But soon after, I would find myself taking these roads where the speed limit was 40, 45, and then the little 50cc just couldn't keep up with traffic. So soon after, I did some research, and I ended up getting my second scooter was a 150cc Super 8 by Kimco. And it was great. It allowed me to actually tackle those roads where the speed limit is 40, 45. But then soon after, I found myself getting onto these open roads where the speed limit was 55, wanting to kind of go out and explore and whatnot. And I just found out that the 150cc, at least in my case, my little Kimco, wasn't up to the task. It was an amazing scooter. It was extremely reliable. It was a lot of fun, and it was a great vehicle for in-town use. It's just that when I get onto those open roads and whatnot, I'm doing about 55, 60, but what I really want to be doing is about 65, 70. And it just lacked the power and whatnot. So I ended up doing some research, and I stumbled across this category of MAXI scooters. So I ended up my first MAXI scooter was a Kimco Down 300i. And I loved that scooter. It was an amazing scooter. And one thing that I realized with my Kimco was the freedom that it gave me. I soon found myself taking these, 2-3 day journeys, going, for 1,000-mile rides over the weekend and whatnot. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And it was just the fact that I get that practicality of a regular scooter when I'm actually home and I have to go to the store and whatnot, because even though they're bigger scooters, they're just as easy to ride, especially if you have some experience with riding scooters. But they give you that ability to actually tackle these open country roads, which is extremely awesome, and pretty much everything that I wanted. Why I didn't actually go with a traditional motorcycle, because I wanted something that was practical and something that I can, use in town and whatnot, go to my little grocery runs, but also something I can actually take out on the highway, tackle the country roads and whatnot. And MAXI scooters offer that, and which is basically, that is the only reason why I fell in love with MAXI scooter. Again, something to point out is that I don't want to bash your traditional scooters. In fact, I love them, but just in my case, I wanted something more. I wanted something bigger. I wanted something that I can take on a 2, 3, 5 day journey, something that I can, you know, tackle miles with. And in fact, I got this little guy when it was time to buy a new MAXI scooter. And the reason why I sold my downtown was just because of the seating position. It didn't suit me well. It was just after about an hour or so of riding, I would feel some, you know, backache and whatnot. The sitting position wasn't ideal for my case. And I ended up doing some research and stumbled across this perfect Xmax, which is basically was my dream bike. I didn't know much about it, but when I learned about it, when I saw it, I literally fell in love. And I was just lucky enough to actually find a lady who was willing to sell me one for like $3,000, which was basically brand new, had less than 1,000 miles on it. And that was basically the only way I could afford it. So I ended up selling my downtown, putting another $1,000 in and buying this guy. And I've been in love ever since. These are basically amazing machines. I totally and absolutely would recommend anybody who's looking into maybe getting an Xmax specifically, getting one, because they are totally awesome. But going back to my previous point of why I love MAXI scooters, it's just that the freedom that they give you. They are an absolute joy to ride. They are extremely practical, and then you get that freedom if you want to take, you know, maybe a 2-3 day weekend, go out of state, you know, tackle miles and whatnot. You can definitely do that with MAXI scooters. And basically, again, as I've said, that is the main reason why I decided to go with a MAXI. It's just the freedom that they give you is not something that a traditional scooter can offer you, even though traditional scooters have their advantages over MAXI scooters, definitely. And I'll actually try to do a video on the differences between MAXIs and traditional scooters, and why maybe a traditional scooter will be a better option for you, or why maybe a MAXI scooter would be a better option for somebody else. But that's basically it, guys, for this one. Thank you guys so much. If you guys have any questions, you guys can leave them in the comment sections down below, and I'll be happy to answer them. Again, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.